is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now run with Warren, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Rodgers. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And when you watch him trot onto the field, you just think to yourself, he looks like a quarterback. All the talent in the world, running, throwing, physical presence. The bottom line, though, has to get his completion percentage up to league standards because he was under 50% in 2024. If he puts it all together and reaches his full potential, he's going to be dynamite.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Richardson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Down. And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the Colts first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Richardson back to throw it. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now it's Richardson. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Indianapolis.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. On a counter, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here's 3rd and 7. Richardson looking to throw. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the Colts first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, another run with Taylor. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Richardson looking to throw this. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So on fourth down, Spencer Schrader on here for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Spencer Schrader
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rodgers. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Richardson. And it's going to be taken in by Downs. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs, 33 yards. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
A short one there to Fryermuth. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run it. Warren. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are back within a score.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ooh, the juke. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Looking to put a drive together. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On the handoff, this is Tanner. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson working from the gun. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Richardson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
It's a gain of 30. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On 1st down, Warren. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers now to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Back to throw. Richardson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson from 17 yards out. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Steelers 14.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, You would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Throwing is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught by Woods. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this 2nd half as we are about to get underway. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now it's Richardson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Allen Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
And the Colts 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. In motion, the tight end. Now Rodgers. And Woods has it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Complete to DK Metcalf. Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the sneak, Rodgers. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. We'll get this complete to Austin. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. As is complete to Woods. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Play action. Now Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Colts.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Richardson looking to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a give to Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Richardson out of the shotgun. 20, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, 44 yards. And the Colts are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
They'll let Taylor try and run. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw is Rodgers. Caught, it's Wilson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
brings up 3rd and 7.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Rodgers again now. He finds Austin complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield,
it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and a couple. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Off play action. Richardson. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Richardson working from the gun. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Richardson. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. And a Colts first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
They go play action with Richardson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So since that last gain did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Rodgers to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
And that's understanding where the
line.
markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Robert Woods from 19 yards away. And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's caught, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Colts 29.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Richardson and the Colts now down by a field goal. 1:53 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 6 coming up. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Richardson. Pass complete to Alec Cox.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Richardson. That's going to be caught by Alec Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it. A short one there, caught by Warren. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 29-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And out of bounds right around the 20. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Throwing now is Richardson. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Now, the Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.